This is a problem for Calculus 1502 in Dr. Grzinski's class. The problem I was given was to find the third degree Taylor polynomial for the function f of x equals 1 over 3 minus x and powers of a equals x minus 2. So the easiest way to do this problem is to first make a chart. And in the chart, the first column is the k value. The second column is the kth derivative of x. The third column is the kth derivative evaluated at the a value that was given. And the fourth column is the actual term that you would add up together. So for this problem, the fourth column will be the kth derivative evaluated at a, which is x minus 2, over the k factorial, multiplied by x minus a to the k. And since x minus a is x minus 2, the simplified value of this would just be 2 to the k. So first, the k values are 0, 1, 2, and 3, because we're going to the third degree. And first, you would just take the derivative of the function of x that you were given. So the 0 derivative, it would just be the function, which is 1 over 3 minus x. Taking the first derivative, it's easier if you just make this function 3 minus x to the negative first power. It's easier to take the derivative like this because you just multiply by the power and then subtract. So taking the first derivative, you would get negative 1 times 3 minus x to the negative second power. And taking the second derivative, you'll just get 2 times 3 minus x to the negative third power. The third derivative, you would just get negative 6 times 3 minus x to the negative fourth power. And now, after getting the second column filled out, you would move on to the third column, and you would evaluate these derivatives at the a value that was given. So evaluating this, you'll just evaluate each of the terms at the a value. So you'll get 1 over 3 times, I'm sorry, not 3 times, 3 minus, and then put it in parentheses. So you'll get x minus 2. The next one will be negative 1 times 3 minus x minus 2 to the negative second power. The third term would be 2 times 3 minus x minus 2 to the negative third power. And the fourth term would be negative 6 times 3 minus x minus 2 to the negative fourth power. So finally, you would take these values and simply put it in this term. So you would do the kth derivative evaluated at x minus 2 over k factorial, which would be these values in the first column, times 2 to the k. So now you would get 1 over 3 minus x minus 2 over k factorial, which would be 0, and 0 factorial is simply 1, so divided by 1, times 2 to the k. For the next value, you would get 1 over negative 1 times 3 minus x minus 2 squared, all over 1 factorial times 2 to the k. So after you filled out the last column, you would now just simplify these terms and add them together to get the Taylor polynomial. So now you'll get, the first term will be 1 over 5 minus x times 2 to the k plus 1 over the second term, which is x minus 5 squared times 2 to the k, plus this third term, which would be 1 over 2 times 10 minus 2x to the third power times 2 to the k, plus this last term, which would be 1 over 6 times 6x minus 30 to the fourth power times 2 to the k. And these terms all added up together would equal the third degree of the Taylor polynomial of the function 1 over 3 minus x in powers of a equals x minus 2. Thank you.